Gridiron Football here with the head coach himself, Mickey Joseph from Grambling. Coach Joseph, just want to say, just talk about just coming over here to Baton Rouge. You coach here, obviously, at LSU, and coming back and see some of the talent the 225 area has to offer.
Well, like I tell everybody, Baton Rouge is my home. I still have a house here, so I still feel like Baton Rouge is a part of me and my family. But it's a hidden gem when it comes to high school football. A lot of talent in here. My roster makes up for probably about 15 to 17% Baton Rouge kids. So coming back to Baton Rouge is you always have welcome arms, and the things that the high school coaches do to you. They make sure that you see the right players and make sure that you know everything about these kids. And I got a coach. Coach Peters does a great job in Baton Rouge, so I really appreciate him.
Absolutely. Talk about your coaching staff as well. They're a huge part of it. They're kind of like the backbone, really, of the whole program. So talk about them being involved and coaching some of the other guys as well.
We always say we're going to coach them at camp like we coach our kids, but we're going to make sure that we send them back healthy. And that's one of my goals, is that we send them back healthy. And I think we had one kid went down with a shin, got kicked on the shin. But other than that, I saw our coaches there. We're going to coach with energy. We're going to coach with great technique, and we're going to coach with great passion. And that's what I expect out of them.
If there's one thing you want all these guys to take away from today, what do you think that one takeaway is?
One thing that you're going to practice hard. That we're not going to miss a play. That we're not going to overlook some things. That we're going to make you concentrate on your technique, and that we're truthful with you. We tell you what you're doing wrong, and we move on forward. We don't beat you with the pen. But I think that just the relationship that we can form with these kids, that's the best thing that comes out of this.
Talk about this beautiful facility. Elite Train. It's really nice. It's only about a year old, but it's really good to build a facility here, a nice facility for the kids to go out for 7-on-7 camps, stuff like that.
Well, Stringfellow, we were together at LSU, so we have a relationship. And Donnie, I had his son E in my room at LSU, so just his family over here. And when they came up with this facility, it's the first thought I had about bringing my camp over here. This is a great facility. Every kid in Baton Rouge should come over here and work out at this place, because they have the resources. And that's one thing about an athlete these days. You need resources. You need cold tubs. You need hot tubs. You need doctors. You need steam rooms. So I think this place has everything that they need. So if they can ever get over here to work out, I think it works out for them, and it would make them a better football player and a better athlete.
Yeah, for sure. And Coach, we'll step aside a little bit right here, Coach. Just what do you think about? I can't escape the interview without asking how the Tigers are going to be doing this year. So, what should we think about the 2025 Grambling Tigers?
Well, we did a lot of new things. We have some new coaches in the building, but we're still going to play with a whole bunch of passion, a whole bunch of physicality, but more discipline, and knowing now that Grambling's everybody's Super Bowl. So I think we understand that. I think they understand that, and so now it's time to give them what they want. They want a Super Bowl every week. We'll give them a Super Bowl every week, because we want to say, hey, we take one step at a time. But now we got to say, hey, we have 12 Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. You got to play 12 Super Bowls, and you get a chance to play a Super Bowl. Let's make sure you give all the effort that you have.
Absolutely, Coach. So wrapping up, what's the next step for y'all guys? Just we go with the summer and fall practice.
We still in fall practice. We still in summer practice. We also have OVs going on, and we also have high school camps. We'll be in New Orleans on Thursday.
Okay.
So we still have a lot of things going on. June is a very. I'm thinking about Thursday camp. June is a very busy month for college coaches. So we got a lot of things going on, and we're gonna be busy every day.
Absolutely, Coach. Well, thanks for having Gridiron here today, supporting y'all. Absolutely, and looking forward to see what Grambling does in 2025.
Yes, come up and see us, man. Go Tigers.
Absolutely. For Coach Joseph, I'm Jason from Gridiron Football. Sign off.